Hello and welcome to JJ Gaming. My name is Liam and I'll be your host for this evening. Today we'll be starting a new series, The Sims 4. I know I said I was gonna maybe do Run Total War or something like that, but I decided to change my mind just because I thought that'd be boring to watch. So yeah, I think we should get started. We'll be starting a new game. This first episode is just going to be of the creation of our sim. If you find that boring, you can go ahead and skip this episode. The next episode will start off with our house creation. But yeah, this episode will be as long as it needs to be to get our sim created. I'll probably only be going with a family of one. And I'll make a guy, and I think we'll try and have some fun with this series. I think, like, I haven't really watched many other Sims 4 Let's Plays, and I don't know how this is gonna go. So hopefully we have a bit of fun with it. And yeah, let's just get started. So okay, let's start with the face. We always gotta start with the face. Actually, we'll start with the skin color. So I want this guy to be, let's see, what kind of person do we want this guy to be? Maybe we should make a girl. Maybe that's an idea. No, we'll stick with a guy for now. And we'll make them, I always like making them weird colors, just because I just like to see how they, like, their kids and just generate blue people throughout their towns. But I think we'll just go with a normal skin color this time. Let's see, what kind of faces do we have here? Guy looks a bit, if you know what I mean, like. I don't really like any of these faces, to be honest. Alright, let's go with that for now. Maybe. No, I don't. Yeah, okay, let's go with this guy. And I'll change his skin color. He can be whitish. Actually, no, let's make him tan. Yeah, he can just be tan. Still don't really know what I want to do. I'm hoping that he will inspire us into what we want to do. He'll tell us what he wants to do with his life. I think we'll go with, maybe we should have a punk kind of guy, or like an old man. No, I want it to be, we need to have him being outgoing, because that'll be more entertaining. So I think we'll go with, we can make this really ugly guy and then just have him hit on everyone. Be the sleazy old dude. Decisions. Balding. Man, I think I'd hate this guy if he had that haircut. Let's just make him a bit suave, I think. Well, I think we'll make a suave kind of guy. A bit in the realms of, I don't know who I was gonna say. So, let's see. Maybe a beard. That. No. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, I think some stubble makes him look better. And do we want to change his hair color? Maybe a bit darker, lighter. Darker looks a bit better. Okay, let's give him a hat, because, you know, hat's good. Hat of shame. It's the cone of shame. Why is this the hat of shame? It's a sombrero. What's wrong with sombreros? Oh, the hat should be shamed, not that one wearing it. It'd be funny if you could just get like a cone that you put around dogs' necks, and then just have it called the Turn of Shame. Because, you know, Up. If you haven't seen Up, you should go see Up. Up's a great kids movie. Even a cowboy, maybe. Yeah, this guy can be a massive douche. We're just gonna make this guy a massive tool, and then I think I'll actually create a second sim as well, just balance him out a bit. But this guy, I think we'll have to make him a massive tool. It's like, or maybe we'll make him a pimp. Nah, he can just be a tool. He can have a cowboy hat and be like wishing he was a cowboy and all that. But you know, like one of those people who just wears cowboy hats but actually just sits inside all the time and does nothing active. No, he doesn't need to have glasses. But it's kind of like a Clark Kent-y look right there. Okay, this is the accessories. We want to shape his face right now. Alright, so we're going to shape his face. We're going to have him a bit more... The really good thing about this game is just how you can sculpt their faces. I think that's a really good improvement over The Sims 3, just how you can just drag their faces. You do start to realize a bit that the sliders probably can do a little bit more, but I just like the feel of how to do this. Like just kind of intuitively designing these things. And some things aren't really intuitive, but I think it's pretty easy to actually figure out what's going on. And I've heard some people complain about how like it's hard to determine what you're going to do with a mouse click and things like that. But yeah, I don't think that's really accurate. I think it's pretty easy to figure out what's going on. And yeah, if you just double click on something, you can get in and do some finer details like this. I really want to kind of get those eyes not being like angled in, because I've never seen like it's kind of a weird shape for a guy like this. Although maybe we could just make him Asian, maybe. Nah, we won't make him Asian. He doesn't have the I wouldn't say the skin color's quite right. I wouldn't say you can really get a really great Asian skin color. Maybe that is. I don't know. He just doesn't look like Asian. He just looks quite a bit tanned. I made his eyes way too big. Alright, let's go in and change his lips, maybe. Oh god, I really hate doing things with lips. I'm gonna leave them, because I always end up screwing it up and making them look subhuman whenever I try and mess around with things like their lips. I just can never quite get it right, and I have no idea why. Alright, so... yeah, let's... now, okay. I'm happy with his face. We haven't really done a lot, but I didn't think a lot needed to be done. It's kind of normal. I don't know. I was considering doing something really wacky for this, and then I don't know. I always just feel bad about making someone wacky. I'm like, no, you know, the poor man. He's got a blue face, and his lips are tiny, and no one will like him. Even though Sims are, you know, better than actual people because they never judge anyone on their appearance. They're just like, oh, this fat dude's hitting on me. Totally gonna tap that. Yep, gonna tap that fat dude. Oh, I see that you have a messed up face and you're wearing clown paint. That's completely normal, and I 100% accept your life choices. Cause, you know, they can't just be like, oh, that guy's ugly, and then judge you based on what you're doing. That's a really weird outfit right there. I mean, imagine if you saw a guy wearing that down the street, you'd just be like, what the fuck? Like, dude's wearing a cowboy hat and some like board shorts with this really fancy shirt, and just be like, I think that would be hilarious. I think this guy should wear a checkered shirt because he's gonna be wearing that cowboy kind of stuff. So, and then sandals, maybe socks with the sandals. No, well, interesting. I really also another thing I don't really like about The Sims 4 is that they've gotten rid of a lot of choices. Like they've gotten rid of heaps of this content that was in Sims 3. Like I'm talking vanilla Sims 3. I know people like, oh well, it's, you know, you can't expect them to have all the stuff from the expansions in the game, and you can't. But they've gotten rid of stuff from the vanilla Sims, and when you can't do that with an expansion pack. Like it's like you meant to oh, you can't do that with a sequel. You have to have more stuff in your sequels. You cannot just reduce it down. And yeah, it kind of feels streamlined a little bit, but I wouldn't say they've gone in the right direction. Like The Sims 3 is... I'm not gonna say it's a better game. I say it's a very different game, but it has a lot more choices. And if you're in the designing of houses and stuff like that, you want to be playing The Sims 3. If you want to be into the designing of people, you want to be playing Sims 4. And I'm playing The Sims 4 because, well, it's a more modern game, and I know a lot of people are more interested in watching The Sims 4 at the moment. And if this is really successful, I'd be happy to go back and do, say, The Sims 3 if you can handle. I suppose the graphics aren't even that much worse in The Sims 3 either. They've just changed the style, and like I like this style. I really like the style. I really like the aesthetics of this game. It's really nice looking, but yeah, they could have just done things. His waist is really weird. I want to fatten him out, but you gotta be really careful because there's like kind of a bug. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's a bug in this, that your Sims can just get really fat, like straight away. Like you'll be exercising all the time, stuff like that, and they'll just get super obese. They'll just get like ridiculously obese all of a sudden, and then it'll be like almost impossible to stop them being obese. I had this guy who was like really fat, and then he's like painted on abs because, you know, if you do strength exercises, it doesn't affect your weight, it affects your fitness. And so he was like super fat because he did no cardio, and then he had like, but he did strength exercise all the time, and he just had like abs on top of his flab rolls, and it was just, it looked hilarious. We might even see him in this because all your Sims live in the same world, and so we might see him down the street, so that'll be a bit of fun. Alright, so let's see. I really don't like the look of this guy at the moment. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just don't like it. Maybe I should change the cat. Yeah, we're gonna change the cowboy. We're gonna change what he's like. We're gonna make him more suave, rather than that. So let's remove his clothes for now. Just keep his boots on. And just keep your boots on. I like to keep my boots on. More friction. I think that'd be super weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I can see the appeal of sometimes. Like, you know. I'm just gonna change change the topic now. Yeah, so this guy looks kind of scrawny. It says he's super buff, but yeah, see that's like freakishly buff. We'll do that and make him a bit fatter maybe. It's his shoulders. I reckon it's his shoulders, but it's really easy to make Sims look like freaks. Like really super easy to make Sims look like freaks of nature. Styled looks. Let's see what all the styles are like. Suburban Cowboy, maybe that's exactly what we wanted. I think I might come back to that, actually. Like, I've never actually used any of these. Emo Train. Country Club Casual. Let's try on the style. That's pretty much what we had. So I was looking for leather pants, but I think jeans will do. I think I'll make his formal and otherwear like super formal, like yeah, we'll go like that. So I like that. It's good because you can make them not also just wear like formal things to formal. Like he could be a complete bum to formal things. I think the second person we'll make him like super suave, and the second person like super slob like. I think that'll be, yeah, they'll just oppose each other quite nicely. I've actually been saying that word a lot recently. I don't know why. Like I just have. It's a lot of black. No, I don't think we want to be wearing that much black. I'm terrible at designing Sims, by the way. Like you've probably been like, this guy looks shit. I'm just terrible at designing Sims. I do my best, but you know, I'm more interested in the gameplay than I am in making Sims. And I thought I'd make it make this video just because, well, I think it's nice to see how people make the Sims. Like I have watched a little bit of Sims Let's Plays, and I find it nice to watch how who the Sims are a little bit. But that being said, I will probably have a thing at the end of this, like at the start of the next episode, where I introduce the things. I just quickly recap them, just if you find all this kind of stuff boring, just so you can watch the series without having to do the thing. I think we'll give him that watch. I think we'll give him that ring. You can have 2 rings. Yeah, okay. And we need to change his shoes. So we can have these. The weird thing about formal shoes is that although they look uncomfortable as balls, formal shoes are super comfy. Like they're just super comfy. I really love wearing a suit. Like I super love wearing a suit. I find that like suits just like the most comfortable thing ever to wear. Like, provided it's shaped right. But yeah, suits are super comfortable. and they look great. So, all right, let's. This is athletic gear. Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll also go and we'll make them like black. I don't know, I just tend to make my Sims wear all black. I don't know why. It's probably because I wear a lot of black in real life, but yeah, I don't have a lot of fashion sense. Make. Oh god, that was terrible. So do that, and we'll put in that. All right. So I played about, I'd probably say like 20 hours of this game. I played a fair bit of this game. Not as much as I played with Sims 3. I'm a long-time Sims fan, so I know a fair bit of what I'm doing. I'm not gonna pretend I know everything, and I'm sure that some of the times people watching will be like, "Oh my god, why didn't you do that? It's so much easier than doing what you're doing," or that. But yeah, I'll try to be playing this a fresh kind of way, but like from how I normally play it, it might not be fresh from what you guys have seen or how you guys play, but I normally like super micromanage my people, and they have no life. They just work. They just work all the time, and they only have social interactions when they like it's absolutely necessary. When that guy could be like the 80s. I'm gonna do that. He's just gonna be like super formal and like cowboy like every other time. He's gonna be like a swell kind of guy, but except when he goes out partying, he can look like a complete weirdo when he goes partying. He can wear like a red jacket, feel like he's back in the 80s. Yeah, I think that looks good. All right. So now we get to the part that I actually enjoy a lot more. We'll be using aspiration. So let's go and make this guy. I haven't done athletic before, and I think that's gonna make him be at the gym like 24/7. So maybe we should do that. And I've done popularity once or twice, and it can be really difficult to do. Like when I say difficult to do, I mean like annoying to do a little bit. But I think it would really make for the most entertaining kind of way. If he's out going partying and stuff like that all the time, I think that I'll be able to tell his story a little bit better than most. Like than if it was something else. So let's go with the party animal. That'll encourage us to throw a lot of parties and let all sorts of shenanigans happen. So that gave him the Juracious trait, and yeah, the Sims in The Sims 4, unlike in The Sims 3, the Sims in The Sims 3 have I think 5 traits, and in Sims 4 they have 4 traits, and they'll have this one that they get from Aspiration, which works a little bit differently to The Sims 3. And they have 3 traits from that we select. And if you don't know what the aspirations are what your Sims try and work towards throughout their life. They don't have to, but it'll give them some bonuses. It'll give them, I think it's like lifetime. I can't remember if it's called lifetime happiness points in this one. We'll work it out in the next episode. So yeah, he will want to throw parties all the time and have a whole bunch of goals throughout his life that he wants to do. Working towards being a party animal and being like the best party animal ever. So yeah, so he gets the gracious thing because that'll help him build up friendly relationships faster, and that'll make him a little bit easier to get to this. So let's go and see what else. What do we want to give him? Do we want to make him childish maybe? Like he could be a bit child. Like a party animals I've seen it can sometimes be a bit childish. And kind of things, and you know, just go and playing jokes stuff like that. But maybe we could instead find something better for him, like maybe good-natured or like a bro. I think he should be a bro. A bro is these Sims can bro hug other bros, gain confidence around other bros, and become energized from watching sports. So they're bro, like other people with a bro trait, they'll be able to like bro hug and stuff like that, and they'll be able to like get confident, moodlet when they're around other bros, and become energized from watching sports and stuff like that. So if they're watching sports on TV, they'll be like get energized and stuff. And in the next episode, I'm going to explain to you guys, if you haven't played the game, the mood system. So I've got a mood system in this one rather than in The Sims 3. Sims were a bit more two-dimensional, I'd say. In this one, they've got these moodlets that allow them to have different interactions when they get a different mood. So if they get like flirty and stuff like that, they'll have a different interactions, but I'll get more into that in the next episode. I'll also make it... Loner would be terrible. Non-committal might be interesting, actually, because... Yeah, he'll be a party animal, and so he'll like want to sleep around and stuff like that, and they'll be like, yeah. So then it'll be encourage him to be like sleeping around a lot. But we'll see what else there is first, because you know, that'll be alright, I suppose. Glutton, I had a sim who had a glutton. He just ate like everything all the time, and he got super fat as well. Like he just was like ridiculously obese. So every time you'd leave him, he'd just be like stuffing his face with like garbage and stuff. It'd be gross. I'm definitely gonna make the other person a glutton. And let's see, we'll go with oh god, there's so many choices. Admittedly, probably I don't know if there's more or less choice in this. You can be self-assured because they tend to be confident, and if it's a party animal, self-assured is always good. And maybe a goofball as well. But I think that would interfere with the self-assured one as well. I think that we should probably go for... so listen, I'm going to go with a non-committal. And that means that he's not going to be holding a good job for a lot at all. Alright, so now we need to change it, how he walks. It's gonna have a tough walk. Like these walks are ridiculously stupid. like they just so over exaggerated. I suppose they kind of have to be since you're watching people from far back, but it's like, look at that, it looks stupid. Bouncy walk, maybe. Or the perky walk. That perky walk looks, it's kind of dumb. Swagger. I'm gonna make this guy have swagger. I've never really done much with these walk styles just because I find them to look kind of stupid a lot of the time. But yeah, that. And now we can choose his voice. So we've got 3 different kinds. As you can see there. So we've got brash, warm, and clear. And then we can change their pitch as well. And I think I really like that voice for him, actually. I think that voice works pretty well. He's... he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Now we just choose his name. So, let's try to randomize a few names for a while, and see if we get anything that seems like alright. Bradford. That sounds like a... sounds more like a last name, if anything. Riker. Riker's actually not bad. Actually, Riker, and he can be... And I'll call him Riker Davos. So yeah, Riker Davos. And I think we'll go... Okay, so now if this is running like super long, which I don't think it is, then there might be like a small break here, and I'll release both episodes today, but I'll just have like a separate episode right here, if there's gonna be another one. Yeah, so I might do that, might not. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so there'll be a pause here for like 3 seconds, and then we'll do the thing, so. Alright, let's add another sim. We could play with genetics and make him like a brother. He make his like brother. So, let's see, can we even do that? Sibling.
Slow Vagila.
The genetics is a new thing they've put in as well. It kind of melds people together really well, and you can also do things like siblings. So it'll have like a random other person that will chuck into the thing, or have like his parent. Like if his parent, like two people made this guy, then what other person would they possibly make? And so let's just we can just randomize the brother. I'm probably not going to do something like this. And see, what the hell is that? I'm thinking that this guy's chest is probably a little bit too out. Like, it doesn't look too bad, but he kind of looks like he has boobs. So maybe he just has a huge pecs. Who knows? This is like, yeah, okay. Let's just get the hell away from that. I'm gonna push your chest in a little bit. As far as it can go. Pretty sure his chest is in as far as it can go. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, You just, I don't know, maybe out. Push your stomach in a little bit. Suck it in. Suck it in. Just, but I don't want to. I should be able to be comfortable with my body. Like, no. You could be any other time, but not when you're my sim. Never be comfortable with anything.
Just your route.
Alright, let's make a new
Just
sim.
your route.
I'm gonna make. I think I might make it. I could make another guy. I don't want these two people to be like together, so I could make another. We'll make a female. She is hideous. So let's randomize her just for a little bit.
Ganuza Canad.
So we get something we can work.
Garashi, your bonds
She looks anorexic as hell. Let's improve this Sim's life, because I think that, you know, among the heroin addiction and the anorexia, I think they're gonna have a rough time if we don't like step in here. Like, so let's make you fatter. Jesus Christ. Maybe that's too much fat. She's just really skinny, and they're like shouldn't be, because like look at that. It's only like halfway down. They should not be as thin. Let's give them my legs and a badonkadonk. Alright, let's give them a badonkadonk. Yeah. Let's give them a bigger butt, and no, boobs are right. And let's see. Oh god, her face is hideous at the moment. Like, it's just not great. It's not great. Give slimmer shoulders. Can I make the hips wider? Yeah, give them wider hips. And let's see. Let's go in and everything. See, it's a lot like molding clay when you do this. Like the people in the Sims, like the creators of the Sims 4, are always like, it's like molding clay, and I actually agree with them. It is a lot like molding clay. Not that I've molded clay. Let's see. I'm terrible with doing things with the girls as well, because I no fashion sense, and so she's probably gonna look terrible. But just remember the fact that I am a guy, and I have no possible way of knowing all the fashion things. So if she looks terrible, tell me how it can be improved in the comments. Like, if you're like, she should be wearing this, or, you know, I can only change her face off, her clothes after this. It's kind of annoying at times. Like, I don't think you can even change their makeup, really. So you can change their makeup, you can change their clothes. There was one thing in there that you just can't change afterwards, and I was like, that's stupid, you should be able to change it. I really need to change her face. That's what I need to change. Like, I should change her face. Actually, I'm gonna make this person... I was gonna make him a slob, wasn't I? I'm gonna make him a... Do I wanna make him a slob? He's more like... upper class, kind of like... suave douchebaggery. She should probably be... I might make her punk, actually. Let's make her like have pink hair and stuff. Although I don't know why why would you dye your eyebrows? Like, I think that it's one of those things. Just like the game's like, this is definitely their actual hair color. Like that is their natural hair color. And let's see. We'll just get a preset face to start off with. Her neck is really weird. Like, her neck is super weird, and I don't know what the hell how to fix that. Like, maybe like that. Okay, let's make it so that her boobs aren't saggy. I don't know. I picked a kind of bad randomized sim. Make it got there, and let's go back to the face. They also don't have to go through as many menus, which is also great. Like in The Sims 3, the creator was a little bit draining, I'd say. Like I didn't really use it that much. Like I just quickly do a whole bunch of presets and I wouldn't bother making sims. Like I wouldn't spend like 5 minutes creating a sim in The Sims 3, and it's because, well, I just didn't really enjoy creating them, to be honest. In this, I don't mind creating them. Like, for someone who like me, who just doesn't really like creating things, her neck is super long, And I think maybe I can fix that by doing, like, I want to bring your head. You've got a ginormous neck, woman. I can't even fix that, can I? Someone, if I can change the neck, let me know. For the moment, she's gonna have to have a huge neck. Like, does he have a huge neck? No. Is it because of his shoulders? Do all women have, like, in The Sims have like that? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's just try and make her look a little bit more normal. A little bit more normal. Let's give her a bigger nose. I also like doing a little people being not so perfect in The Sims as well, especially in this one because you know I think it's in like Bicentennial Man, whereas like the guy, humans are more about the imperfections than the perfections. Like what makes people look human is when they have little imperfections, like a more bulbous nose or weird lips or scars or freckles. And that being said, we might give this person freckles. That's too many freckles. It's like, no, it's alright. You know what, we might do that. She can have some freckles. She's pretty pale. I could make her a little bit more pale since she has freckles. I think the pink would also go to be that like that. Okay, got rid of her hair. Because, you know, to get hair that pink, she's probably gonna have to have been blonde before. And so I didn't change the other guy's eyes, but maybe I like his eyes already. So maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should give her like. That looks weird, but it's more realistic if she has other colored eyebrows. I'm even thinking too much into it. Do girls dye their eyebrows sometimes? Like if you would have done, like any girls who watch this, if you dyed your hair pink, would you also attempt to dye your eyebrows pink? Because I think it would be. I mean, I wouldn't go to that effort. Like if it was me, I wouldn't go to that effort. But, like, you know what? My eyebrows can stay their color. Like, well, you know, my hair's pink enough. It'll be fine. But again, I suppose like it makes it super obvious that her hair's dyed pink. But it's like if you've dyed your hair pink, of course it's gonna be obvious it's dyed pink. I mean, no one has natural pink hair. I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know. Like if you have pink hair from birth, that's just like, wow. I think you should just tell me. That'd be like amazing. That's it. Okay, well, here's some earrings. Let's see, what's kind of. Here's not super punk though. Maybe she'll be arty. Maybe she'll be arty. She can decide as we go on. She can decide. No, I don't like aviators. Would she work punk? Or is it? I think we'll change her hairstyle, and I think we'll go down to like that. No. So we'll go. That looks good. That looks good. I like that. It may not be quite very punk, but it looks nice. And so that's all you can really hope for, isn't it? Let's go to makeup. A guy trying to do makeup always ends terribly. Yeah, just can't really do it. Just can't really do it. Just don't know how it works. Completely unadept at doing so. Oh god, that looks terrible. Let's just maybe. She wants to be punk, so maybe black will be good. Making her super like makeup like super black would probably be alright, or probably fairly decent. Although I know my girlfriend, when she sees this, will be like, "You did a horrible job. It's terrible." But you know, much black. You know, had to be done. Had to make Sims. Maybe that looks good. I like that actually, and you know, maybe I won't get to, you know, won't be so terrible. I won't be doing such a terrible job. Maybe. Nah, she looks a bit panda. Let's just remove that. I think that looks good enough. It's kind of still natural and good at the same time. Okay, now let's go into the clothes. And this is where it's gonna be terrible. This is where it's gonna be bad. Like this is gonna be super bad. But let's go ahead. Alright, so let's. I don't know. Blasters are bad. Blasters are bad. Let's just go to all. And go for maybe something like. I just don't know. I just super don't know. Maybe like that. Then you can see that her neck's really long and weird. Oh, I just really don't know. It's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be a lot of this in The Sims. It's gonna be a lot of me going, just because you have to decide things. And maybe I could just do that. Maybe I don't know. We'll just make it look kind of weird. Then maybe I should need. Push it in. Push it in. And then we'll go. And I'll give her a skirt, maybe. I don't know. This. She could look terrible, and maybe I should have gone for a stupid looking sim, just because at least then I have an excuse of things being terrible. Oh god. Maybe the shirt should change to something like, maybe we'll try again with blouses and see if we can. God, yeah. I apologize, by the way, for being terrible with this. It looks alright. It's not really punk-like, but as I said before, I have no idea what this person's gonna be like, and we're just gonna have to figure it out as we go along. So maybe like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. She's a bit more grown up than a lot of other sims that I make. Whenever I make a punk kind of sim, they're always just like typical what you'd think teenage goth, basically. I just go teenage goth. So let's just give her a full outfit, and we'll go with something along the lines of maybe that, and like, no, that's not great. I don't really like it. Maybe the red dress. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go for like. I just don't know. I just don't know. I think we're black, maybe? No. There's not a lot of things I like. I'd make a terrible girl. Then again, I've got the whole. There's nothing I like but 50 things in the wardrobe, but nothing to wear, kind of thing going. I know that this is what my girlfriend does. She sits there and it's like, I can't find anything to wear, and I'm like, well, you have things there, and oh, do you want to wear this? Do you want to wear this? And she's like, no, can't wear that. Can't wear that. I never wear that. And I'm like, why don't you get rid of it? And she's like, no, I can't get rid of it. Still a Perrette there. And let's see. Go with blue. I think blue will be alright. She can have it. She can keep those. Maybe we'll just change the color of those shoes. See, I don't know. I don't. We'll make them pink. Yeah, we'll leave them how they are. They can match her hair. His matching clothes, right? Tie a tracksuit. That's awful. Tracksuits are kind of just terrible. Make her wear a hoodie. And you can be black. And go like that. And the shoes can be. I like these shoes. They can also be like that. I think in this, I remember hearing somewhere in this, when The Sims 4 was coming out, that they were gonna have something to do with like if you had your favorite color. So the Sims, if I put like pink for this sim, right, as being their favorite color. When they were in a room with like pink stuff would make their mood like super happy. But it's not in the game, and I don't know, was that just me who heard that? Like, if you heard that as well, please leave it in the comments. Make sure let me know I'm not going mad. I beg of you. You don't have to wear shoes to bed. I found that really weird that, like, gave the other guy slippers, I think, and I don't know why. Like, so I don't wear slippers to bed. I don't know why he would. Clown outfit, brilliant. She goes to parties as clowns wearing high heels. No, we should go. I should just look at the styles. I should have done this earlier. Like, looked at the styles.
Yibs, ishi.
I think she likes that style. Did you just see that? Or like fetching fun? Yeah, I think that's actually really good for her, actually. So we'll go with that. We'll go through the others and see what the other styles were, actually. It's because I've probably done a terrible job. I like what she's wearing. Actually, like that better as well.
Shifiba.
And maybe make it like pink. No, that's too much pink. Let's make it in blue. As for formal, we have two choices, and I like what she's wearing. As for this, let's Mad in plaid, Rock Angel. I might come back to that style later on. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. So she could be looking for love. She'll be more alluring and more romantic, stuff like that. She could be a bit of a hussy, maybe. Let's go to love for a second. Like, serial romantic or soulmate. And those two could go cruising together. Because he's a committophobe and she could be like, just trying to sleep with people. Or she could be into deviants, perhaps. Like, public enemy or like Chief of Mischief. I think Chief of Mischief might be interesting. Because, yeah, I think we'll go with Chief of Mischief there. Sorry I do that sometimes, but it's just like, you try and say something and your mouth is like, trying to go faster than your brain's going, and it gets all jumbled. I used to stutter real bad as a kid, and I kinda still do a little bit, but not as much anymore. And I'll probably get stutter less as these videos continue, just because I'll be a bit more comfortable doing this kind of thing. So anyway, let's look at here, and we'll go for gloomy maybe. These Sims tend to be sad, can share melancholy thoughts to other Sims, and more sad gain a boost to their creative skill. I don't think I really want that. I don't want it to be sad all the time. That's not kind of what we want. We want it to be cheerful. We definitely want to be a goofball, because these Sims tend to be playful, and that'll allow it to be more mischievous. I think we'll go with that. Fair enough. And we'll also go for, let's see, make it lazy, make it clumsy. Clumsy might be alright. Childish should get along with him. Did I make him childish? Can't remember. We'll find out. And we could also go. We could go for evil. Evil. These Sims become happy around Sims with negative moodlets, can laugh manically, and discuss evil plans, and become angry when interacting with good Sims. Might be alright. We can make her insane, actually. Let's make her insane. Like, just to be a little bit off, and people will be like, people will be like, that chick's like really nice and all that kind of stuff, and then just do something really like weird, like start talking to a pineapple or something like that, and just be like, and everyone's just be like, what the? And they like back away slowly. Yeah, I think that can be like, I think there's something going on there. A little bit weird. And let's see. Let's do the voices again.
What's way?
Now, I think that unlike Brash, these ones have a little.
Smiba, huh?
Is that lilted? I've never heard of that word.
Kombipa Womberg. One Genie Leray. Vitisa Wallake. Sarpava Chorg.
I think.
Algarez Vinkira.
I think that'll be an alright pitch. That's gonna be annoying, but I think it'll suit her a little bit. Maybe make him a brother, actually. No, because she's like way wider than him, and I think that would be kind of weird. They can just be roommates, and I'm gonna leave it with the default. We'll go through the walks, just to show you guys what the walks are like, and you can see how ridiculous they are. Like, look at that, look at that. No one walks like that. Maxis, you do that. Like, they should just be slight changes, like subtle changes, rather than like that. And so this is the swag walk. This is the feminine walk. Tough walk. Tough walk. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna fight you. You wanna fight? You wanna fight? I'll fight you. And like the goofy walk is like, I wouldn't mind giving her a goofy walk if it wasn't that ridiculous. And like sleepy walk, they often do get the sleepy walk anyway. Like when they get a bit tired, they're just like, oh, gravity's weighing me down. It takes too much effort to stand up. Just can't do it anymore. And then they kind of just sit like that. Like the sheer effort of standing up is like, it's just so much that they just kind of have to hunch over. And it's the bouncy walk, which again I wouldn't mind having. So let's give her the default walk. And let's give her a name. Let's see, let's do some more random things because I can't think of it at the moment. Like in future games, what I might do in future games, not necessarily of The Sims, but of all other things, is on my Facebook a while before I start the game. I have there is a Facebook for JJ Gaming, and I'll put up a thing saying, asking for names, and I'll say the game that will be being played, and I'll get everyone to say what names they want, and it'll be better. Or I might use names from my subscribers. So Paris, maybe? No. Madeline, Hillary, oh god, Kaylee, Hayden, kind of a weird name for a girl. Dana, Candace. Okay, that can be that's an interesting enough name. That's like kind of terrible, but you know what you gonna do. All right, so I'm gonna break up the episode there. If you like this video, leave us a like and hit subscribe. I've been Liam. I'll catch you guys later.